a touchback. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11, Thomas. Dot.
Here's Burrow going to begin this one with a pass. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On one, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, tape. 11 MT, tape. Dot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
12, 12. 12, 12, 12. Dot.
Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. And he's into the end zone. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Get it. Rig alert, rig alert.
Daniels starts with a pass. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Austin Seibert now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
One, ready? 11 MT, 11 MT. 11.
Now Brown. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
11.
Burrow here on second down. He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Let's get set. 11 mighty.
Play action now. It's Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Higgins sent in motion. A first down throw for Burrow. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one, and that will lead to a second down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and Even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Third and 6.
Here we go, here we go.
Daniels now going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
So it's fourth down, and Austin Seibert out to try the Washington field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And the Commanders will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So here's Seibert, made the field goal a moment ago, and now we'll kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
Slot man in motion right.
Stop.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter.
Commanders 10, Bengals 7.
Here we go. Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Shot.
On first down, Burrow. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one, and it'll lead to a second down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. That is caught. Finding Higgins. From the 39, here's a first and 10. They'll run here with Brown. Good running inside the 25. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about, and they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A pass complete to Noah Brown. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Come on.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. That's his 1st reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the 1st half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And that'll give them a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Second down, Burrow. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
On 1, ready? Here we go, here we go. 11, Thomas. 11, MT, 11, MT. 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow. He's going to run it. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
Fine, ready?
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Eleven, 11, 11. 11, 11.
On the ground, it's Brown. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. Fourth down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. This one from 43 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half as that one's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, halftime here in Cincinnati, and the Bengals are on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. On the handoff, this is Eckler. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again. On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
On one, ready? 12, 12, 12. 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT. That.
Now, Burrow. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
Gesicki, the man in motion.
That.
Back to throw, Burrow. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. Third down coming up.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Open man, downfield, Chase has it. And how about that? Third and a mile, and they convert and pick up a first down.
Here we go, here we go. That.
A carry here for Brown. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
That.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here comes third and 6.
Get set. That.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Okay, break.
Here's 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Hurt.
Throwing now, Daniels. Oh, trying to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
On 1, ready?
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Higgins sent in motion.
Stop.
Now, Burrow. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Stop.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
Stop.
Burrow. To the sideline, he's got it. The official says yes, the feet are in, and they convert on 4th down. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Here we go.
Here's Brown. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that game to nothing.
So, 3/4. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Higgins sent in motion.
Dot.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is hot. What a throw. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
McPherson now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Bengals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
They're on the 26-yard line.
First and 10.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Back.
Now Daniels. He's going to keep it himself. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Bengals have got it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
To the ground, a first down run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle.
Here we go, here we go.
And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Throwing is Burrow. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
12, 12, 12. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow now. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a first down. That's 17 yards, and that's a first down. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal.
11 MT tape. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas. 12, 12, 12. Dot.
They'll run. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
On one, ready?
They'll go again from the 3. It is second and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
11, 11.
It's now third and goal.
Dot.
He's got it at the 3. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him
11
short.
MT, 11 MT.
So now it's fourth down. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on fourth and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals are able to extend the lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game.
Okay, ready?
Second down and 8.
79 Broncos. Company.
They'll throw with Daniels. That's caught by Eckler. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Here's Daniels. To the right side. Catch made by McLaurin. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll try and run for the first with Eckler. So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they're going to send their fans home quite happy.
EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Here's Austin Seibert now to get this one started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium in Landover. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
I'm one, ready?
2nd and a couple.
11. Here we go.
Burrow on play action. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Running right, here's Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. 3rd down and 1. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. To the air goes Daniels. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here's Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Daniels going to throw for it. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Go! Ready?
Running on first down, Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
It's Eckler again. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing now is Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let go.
Throwing after the interception. Daniels keeps himself upright. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now Daniels. Flush to his right. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
Come on.
Daniels looking to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Dancing to his left. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Here we go.
To throw is Daniels. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Let's go now.
Eckler is in. Touchdown, Commanders. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin first and 10. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
11.
Here's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibas. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
11, Thomas. Here we go. MT, 11 MT. MT, Kate. 11 MT, Kate.
Burrow will throw. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Get set. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
Now it's Burrow. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far, and while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Gun. Cut.
In motion left is Higgins.
Cut.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Yoshibas. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. Stop.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow spotting T. Higgins for the touchdown there. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here we go, here we go.
This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready, ready. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Craft all 80.
Eckler now between the tackles. Tackled there by Jordan Battle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
60 bison, 60 bison. Unlock line, 19.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Ready up. Come on, set.
This is a counter play. Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Let's go.
Try to punch it in with Eckler, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
We're getting set up for what should be a great 4th quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive. A touchdown run here late in the 3rd quarter.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now at Commanders Field. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter.
Twelve. Here we go. 11. 12. 11, Thomas. Scott.
Now Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Daniels. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Daniels. This is swung out to Eckler, and he's got this down to the 35. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
18 Rattler. 2. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Daniels steps away to his left. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
A big play here, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the 1st down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Looking to throw. Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if they look...
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
This is 1st and 10.
Ready.
On the give, this is Eckler. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On the ready.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. That is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a 1st down. Now 1st and goal. Daniels going to try to sneak, and he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
A final shot now for Burrow. This ball intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard. Play action, now it's Daniels. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 78 yards. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Commanders 7, Bengals nothing. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Let's get set. 11.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
11, Thomas.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here we go. 11.
An inside give, Brown. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 12. 11 MT.
They're going to look to throw. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 36 yards. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. McCaffrey on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator,
and he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Here we go. Set. Panther 11. Panther 11. Street. Street.
Here's Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space, because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught. It is Eckler again. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Dragon 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. Go.
Daniels going to throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
Ready, set.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. To throw is Daniels. Flush to his right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now Daniels. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
18, 5 in.
Daniels looking to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Here we go, here we go.
A handoff, it's Eckler. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Ready.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now is Daniels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To the air goes Daniels. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Ready. 19 tight, 19 tight.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. To the right side and intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. Well, 4th and long here, late 2nd quarter. I mean, Charles, you knew that was going to be a very tough play to convert. But now, not only do you not convert it, you give up a pick 6 the other way and give the other team all the momentum.
Well, Brandon, I don't think we ever go into a game where both teams don't tell us that they plan to be aggressive in what they're doing on offense. But there's aggressive, and then there's reckless. And how about this one? In the first half of a close game, that backfired on them in a big way. Now I think they're in a position where they have to take a lot of risks in order to try and catch up.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding Ertz again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Here we go.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Burrow will throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. Got.
Looking to throw. That one caught by all, the tight end. They can't tackle him. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. This is Brown going up the middle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the
11, 11, 11.
44-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. 20 down to the 10, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 17-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Gun. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Now Burrow. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. And Burrow going to change the play.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT, tape. 11 MT, tape. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
We're good.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. An audible here to get a new look.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop. 4th
down. Here's Joe Burrow. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. A little bit of first down, but he couldn't stay. As a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Go! Ready?
Back to throw. Daniels. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. Dot.
Now it's Burrow.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. Dot.
Burrow looking to pass.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
The 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Top low, 18. Ready.
Here's Daniels.
And he fires one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
In motion goes the tight end. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Let's get set.
Right back to Brown. And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again.
On point, ready?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Gun. Got.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10 now.
Got.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Here we go. 11. 11, Thomas. Dot.
Burrow. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here we go. 11 MT, tape. 11 MT, tape. 12. 12. Dot.
Throwing, Burrow. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
That's another Cincinnati Bengals.
11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11. Dot.
Now Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.